What is up, team? What is up? What is everybody up to tonight? We're gonna let a couple people come up in here, and then we go get the guest started, man. We go get the guest up in here. They've been itching to come on the channel. Had a couple of them in here before, so it's gonna be some faces that y'all familiar with, and we go from there, man. I'm gonna put it like this. Let's start getting our questions in the chat already. Let's start getting our questions in the chat already. We gonna talk a little bit about the gold card. What, Michael, talk about the Olympics. Buffett, appreciate you, brother. John, appreciate you. We already knew Xavier was gonna be in the building. Woozy was the first one. Woozy was actually CJ today, so he was the first one in here. We appreciate everybody that coming out today. Johnny Jimenez is in the building. Welcome. We go get the guest in here in a minute. We go kind of talk about, the hot topic. We go talk about the gold card. We go give our opinion on that. We go talk about all kind of stuff. We go get into Fico credit scoring. We go get into timeshares. We go I'm not sure if Chaz Money Minutes is gonna make it in here tonight, but if he do, that's a bonus. He doing some things with his family, so he may or may not make it. But we gonna have some fun, y'all. And without further ado, I'm just gonna let some of the guests start coming up in here. Yeah, LeBron go carry that flag. What are we talking about? We got my guy, the United Specialist. Call me Lonnie is in the building. Mr. Point Stacking King.
This point stack king, this point stacking.
The point stack king. And we got my other guy, established author, FICO credit score specialist, Eastside Buffalo's own, my boy Nell. Water Your Soil channel.
What up?
And last but not least, we got the timeshare queen. I wanted to talk to her about timeshares on the last time when she was unfiltered, but we ran out of time. She gave us so much good information on her 50 cars. I mean, at this point, she's the credit card queen, man. I don't know one female in this space that even comes close to the amount of travel or credit cards that we have. We got
Queen of cards
from Kiki's Adventures. Welcome, everyone.
What up, man?
Appreciate it, Sledge. Appreciate it always.
For sure. My boy Mojo is in the building. Bobby is in the building as always. Like I say, let's just get right into it, man.
All right.
What do y'all think about? And this gonna be just a little bit of roundtable, man. I don't have to lead the whole thing. What do y'all think about the changes to the gold card? Because I figured we might as well talk about it. It's the hot topic right now.
Well, honestly, I think it's I'm real curious as to what made them add that $7 a month Dunkin' Donuts, because $7 is cool, but that's kind of turns into one trip. I noticed it's $84. I'm a little surprised with that because Amex usually stretches it out a little bit more. I'm surprised that it wasn't $10, but honestly, I'm a fan of the gold card. I haven't stopped being a fan of the gold card. I'm continue to be a fan of the gold card. I told everybody, like, these annual fee increases, this is not nothing new. It has been going on for a while. You could expect another one probably in the next, 3 to 5 years, I would assume. So this comes with the game as far as credit cards are concerned. So I'm still on the Amex side as far as Amex Gold. It's not like I'm going to throw away the card or planning on throwing it away. So I'm still pro Amex Gold card, honestly.
For sure. Key? Can't hear you. You want to jump in, Lonnie?
Yeah, I'll jump in while she's fixing her audio. So I agree with Nell. I'm not anti-gold card. I'm not going to be rushing to cancel or anything like that. I'm going to give his due diligence and understand, one, the $75 increase versus what do I get out of it. Now, Sledge, I'm with you when I don't really like the term effective annual fee. Either it works for you or it doesn't work for you. So this extra 75, I'm not going to put against am I going to get the $84 from Dunkin' Donuts to offset that 75? Probably not. I actually was on Google Maps looking for the closest Dunkin' Donuts earlier this afternoon just to see how far out of my way it would be to use this $7
That's how
credit.
you're not on the East Coast.
Yep. But the point of it is actually I will say three things. We can get the color out of the way. I don't know how I feel about the white gold color. I ordered mine, and if I don't like it, I can always switch back to the classic gold.
Yeah.
But I ordered it just to order it, so we get that out of the way. But I'm very ambivalent on that. I don't really care one way or the other. It's not rose gold, period. So I'm okay with that much. Now, the other part of it is the credits, as Nell had mentioned, because we're starting to see these credit card companies offer us credits as an incentive to get their card versus it used to be earning categories. And now just this week, it made me realize earning categories kind of stopped, where it's gas, it's travel, it's dining, it's food, it's restaurants, but we haven't really seen new earning categories. And with that 325, I'm sorry, I almost said 375, but with that $75 increase, I would have liked to see a new earning category versus just another credit. Now, I am very glad that they did not get rid of the grocery because, as many of y'all know, I am a new father. I got my gold card right after my son was born, and it has been incredibly beneficial to me because of my increased grocery spending after he was born. But going back to my statement about credits versus an earning category, I've actually had this conversation in the Discord and with a couple of us as other creators in the community of, could Bilt add a grocery category or Chase add a grocery category and I would get rid of the gold card? Yeah. And that's where my original statement comes from is I'm going to give it its due diligence. My annual fee ain't coming up for renewal for the next couple of months. So I'm going to test it out. Is that extra 75 putting a hole in my pocket, or am I still breaking even or breaking lifestyle even, not necessarily financially even? So I'm going to give it its due diligence, but that's kind of like where I'm sitting on it right now.
Now, I'm gonna tell you before I let Key give her response, I'm gonna tell you the funniest place that I have a Dunkin' Donuts and a Five Guys right across the street from my gym. When I come out the gym, I look right at both of those guys.
The best and worst place to put those places, right outside the gym.
Place for it to be. All right, Key, what do you think about this new refresh, revamp?
Yeah, y'all already know I'm team no gold, member number 001 for show. I gave up my gold card a long time ago when they started playing games with you get 10 cents a month and every other month on a leap year. I don't have time for all that. I have enough cards where it doesn't make sense for me. I'm usually getting a sign-up bonus really regularly, probably, every 3 months at least, sometimes even sooner than that. So for me, the gold card is maybe one I'll come back to when I start to switch my lifestyle to be just, have a couple cards. But even then, I don't know. I like my City Custom Cash. I like my Wells Fargo autograph. But if anyone wants to come join me, FDI Key 002 is available.
Hey, Lonnie made a good point as far as other banks adding groceries to compete with the Amex Gold. I'm surprised they really haven't tried to do that. Like, especially with where food and groceries is right now, that would have been a great opportunity to take advantage of that. But I don't know why they haven't done it.
I know why they haven't done it. They don't want to give up those points. They do not want to give up those points, man.
It would be a lot of
points.
points.
Are just too easy to earn. Everybody eat, right?
Everybody,
like
yep,
everybody.
True, but not everybody goes to the grocery store.
Yeah.
That's a fact. But you know what? A lot of people do.
A lot of people do. And the people that do spend a lot. You're right.
Spend a lot. Now,
that actually lets me touch on one other thing is looking at some of these new credits, just the big two, the Dunkin' Donuts and the Resi. We're also starting to see like this geographical location or even demographics of card holders start to come into play, because as Kian mentioned, like Dunkin' Donuts is not everywhere. Like
Correct.
there are some places, like if I'm in Manhattan, I ain't got a problem seeing them. The only time I usually ever see a Dunkin' Donuts is when I'm in an airport somewhere. Like I'm not gonna lie, and chances are, if it's following the same rules as all these other credits and things, I can't use it in the airport anyway. It won't count. But even thinking of the Resi credit, and I see like a couple people in the chat knowing like where they live, where they're from, like John or Xavier. This doesn't benefit them. That 75 could be a straight hit to the pocket to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it almost makes it seem like is just speaking of Amex here, is Amex trying to push certain card holders or demographics or geographic demographics out and pull certain demographics or geographic card holders in? Time will
It
tell.
seemed like it. It reminded me of just the Equinox credit on the Platinum card. Like that was a big talk back then when they added that, because back then it was pretty much just like in New York City, and for the most part, a lot of people wasn't even touching Equinox, as far as the gym is concerned. So it's a little similar to that when it comes to that. I want to know the reasoning behind that as well.
Yeah. I mean, here's the
You know
thing,
what
right?
that Equinox credit, Chad actually put me on that if you pay the annual membership for the Equinox Plus app, you can use your credit for that, and it's the same amount. It's a $300 app, but I'm gonna tell you what, I'd rather spend that $300 because I'm paying for a $695 card, annual fee card.
Exactly.
I might as well spend their money on it. You know what I mean? So even if I'm hard to use that app, but yeah, Chad put me onto that.
Get a little hotel room workout in with it.
It's funny. My gym probably has everything that Equinox has. It has an Olympic style pool in it. You know what I mean? It has an outside gym. It has a movie theater in my gym.
Nice.
It costs the same as every other gym. So I don't know why Equinox, is this expensive. My gym is $26.99 if I want to go to any gym, and $9.99 if I only want to go to that specific gym. So those Equinox and all that, man, they just they fool you into thinking that it's something special that when it's really not. You know what I mean? It's still a gym at the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah. But you know what, my theme, Lonnie brought up the thing that I wanted to talk about, but I think that Resi credit, because it's not a monthly credit, the $50 biannually, I think that's much better, man, than putting $10 every single month. Because you think about a lot of it, even a lower end restaurant today, you go there, you spending more than $10. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You go to a fast food spot, you spending more than $10. So
Definitely.
the ability to have $50, I think that's huge for, that's a huge credit. And I think that's probably the best thing that they did with the gold card. And I see people in the chat asking who ordered a white gold. I know Lonnie did. The white gold. You getting the white gold now?
I'm gonna consider it for the business card, for the business gold.
I already ordered it because if you both cards will be active.
Yeah.
You order, you still have your regular one to be active in case you want to still use that one. So
exactly.
But yeah, the gold card, I mean, I don't think, even though it went up $75, in my opinion, for most people who's paying an annual fee on the card, if you're sweating paying $325, you was probably sweating paying $250.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So in my opinion, that card probably wasn't for you, and I feel like a lot of times we try to justify these cards with the credits, you know what I mean, and the multipliers and all of that. Man, in my opinion, you have to justify these cards with your spending ability. You know what I mean? Like if you can't spend enough on these cards, you probably don't need them. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these cards, you probably don't need them if you can't spend enough on them. And if you're trying to nickel it down to all right, if I use all of these credits, I come out $10 ahead or $10 behind, you might want to think about maybe that's not a card for you in the first place,
Definitely.
And all these cards are for everybody. If you get some no annual fee cards aren't for you, right? Some high annual fee cards aren't for everybody. So I think we got to stop looking at a lot of what people see online and what's popular and thinking that these cars are good for us because someone else says that they are, or it's a lot of no annual fee cars that will probably fit 99% of the population just as good as a $95 annual fee card.
Correct.
And a $695 annual fee card.
Correct. That's a lot of them. That's a good topic to talk on too. What you just left off on. That's
Real quick, not to
Go
interrupt
ahead
you.
and elaborate on it.
Not to interrupt you, Nell, but Chad is pinging in the chat saying that he's in the lobby. He put in there like 3 times, says, let someone know to let me in. So I'm just doing due diligence.
Spend
right
some
here.
money minutes.
All right, passing it back to you,
before
Nell.
we go on, I don't want to cut you off, Neil, but we got to get everybody's thoughts on this.
Yeah, let him know.
Chad, we talking about the gold card, man. What are your thoughts on the gold card revamp?
To be honest with you, it don't really. Can you guys hear me well?
We can hear you.
Yeah, well, to me, it changes nothing. The gold card is still a major player in the Amex lineup, and what drives me crazy, and it's going to piss some people off, is now everybody shouldn't be making cancellation videos on the gold card. Everybody talks that what is it called? Effective annual fee, right? Technically, the card now costs negative $99, because if they gave you a $75 annual fee hike, then they gave you $84 in Dunkin' Donuts, plus $100 in Resi over the year, plus you were already effectively paying $10. I mean, when the math starts mathing, everybody should be running towards this card. But you see how that effective annual fee stuff gets flushed down the toilet once people start seeing their money drop out of their checking account? You know what I'm saying? I let them push their referral links and get their clicks and likes, but at this point, that nothing changes anything for me with this card. I'm gold card all day.
Are you getting the white gold?
I haven't decided yet. I'm probably just gonna be an OG and just stay an OG. You know what I mean? I'll let these young cats chase the fast, and I can't do it. I'll probably just stay with the regular gold.
Not even for a collector's item?
I collect baseball cards, man. I'm straight. I'm good. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it looks good, but yeah, probably not. I'll probably leave it for the new people, because chances are they're gonna make it a permanent color anyway. So I'll let other people get the rush in.
Hey, you know what? Another thing we were just talking about, and Neil was about to touch on it. It was pretty much, something that I got this from actually from Standard Credit Frog, and I said a lot, man. It's like you got to make sure that your lifestyle fit the credit card. Don't let the credit card try to fit your lifestyle. You know what I mean? So, thinking about what I was just saying was, you just because a card is popular on YouTube, or you know what I mean, every card is not for everybody, right? Whether it's a no annual fee card, whether it's a $95 annual fee card, or it's a $695 annual fee card, every card isn't for everybody. Correct. And I think a lot of times we try to justify, and when I say we, I mean everybody in general, try to justify some of these cards to make them fit into our lifestyle when we don't, you know what I mean? Like when they don't, or they don't have to. And Neil was kind of about to speak on that, so I'm about to put Neil back in the big spot.
Yeah, that's one thing that I like to touch on often on my channel, because credit cards is still a small community. It's not like it's a real big community, but you have a lot of new people. They're very impressionable. And the reason why I say that is because when I first started out, I was like that as well. You go and you see the popular channels, or you see, cards that look cool. Oh, it's a metal card and this and that. You're going to be impressionable. You're going to go on what you're told to get. That's why I hate seeing videos where people are saying, hey, you should cancel this card, or hey, you should do this. Let people make their own decisions. And, you can tell them the great benefits about these cards and, what comes along with it. I like to get the pros and cons, but you can tell them what comes along with it. But when you try to, provoke impressionable people, you could put them in some trouble, some big time financial trouble. And I kind of blame them, but then I don't blame them because, like I said, they're new to it. So they're going to want to go after what's being hyped up and what's being talked about. And as content creators, I feel like we have to be careful with that, even though we probably don't feel like it's always our responsibility. But you got to remember, these are some people who are new to learning about this, and it could be a very impressionable thing. You got people that go and get the platinum and the gold and things like that, and then they really can't afford that annual fee. And then what do you have? It's kind of interesting because Sledge, that article that you posted in the Discord about Amex, one of the important parts of that article was them saying, people are carrying over balances. To me, that signifies a lot of people aren't able to afford what they're spending. Now, some people, they probably have it like that where they just rather carry over a balance, but a good amount of the money that helped Amex get that 39% profit is people carrying over balances. And to me, like I stated, that's an example of people not having the full income and the full money, the free money to pay off what they've spent.
For sure.
I forget I don't know if I read it or if I heard about it, but someone told me if you follow the herd, you'll get slaughtered. Yep. So I really apply that to stuff like this. You have to find someone on YouTube or someone in your circle that you like, trust, and you find as competent and speaks the language you speak, and just follow them, or just, look to them for guidance versus just, the algorithm's going to kick you all sorts of noise. You just got to block out the noise. That's all.
Correct.
Yeah, you definitely got to block out the noise. What you think, Lonnie?
I totally agree. And actually, Nell, you actually inspired another thought. And this goes back to the business side of it all. And also, Sledge, this also will go with the effective annual fee conversation as well, is that these types of credits that these credit card companies build into these benefits and perks are not for us. They're not made for us. So this $7 a month Dunkin' Donuts credit, they're not doing me a favor. Dunkin' Donuts probably called Amex and was like, yo, we need more people to come through. And they did a business. And now this is going to get more people into their doors. Will it be everybody? Absolutely not. Will it be more people for $7 a month? Absolutely. Or even on their app, giving them daily active users. That's a percentage on the website that actually tells other advertisers how valuable their business is how many people visit their websites on a regular and daily use or walk into their stores. And then last but not least, when did you ever walk into any place that serves food or drink and only spent $7? Like, I can't go to a bodega or a gas station and walk out with a bag of chips in a Reese cup for $7. So what does that turn into? Yeah, I got $7, but I spent $9. Yeah, I got $7, but I spent $13, which puts more money back into Dunkin', which is another swipe on my card, which automatically pays Amex, which means I overspent, which means I'm paying Amex even more. You got to look at it from a business decision where actually, to be completely honest, as a card holder, it might literally be cheaper for me not to use the credit at all.
Big facts. I used to have the gold card back in the day, pre-COVID, and I found myself every single month using Grubhub. Not that I don't I just found myself, falling into the habit. I was like, oh, Amex is paying for most of it. But I had never used Grubhub before. Every month I was over that $10, no matter what I tried to do. Picked it up, whatever, all the time.
You know what, though? I think if you're going to use that, they took off Shake Shack and then put Five Guys on. In my opinion, man, just use Grubhub. Just use Grubhub pickup. I feel like because you have more options, right? You have more options, and you're more likely to get something that you actually want out of the credit instead of forcing yourself to go somewhere to get to use the credit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Right. You might like Five Guys, but do you want to go there every month for just to spend that $10 in there? You might not want to do that.
That actually exacerbates my point right there, Sledge. Now, Five Guys actually know where it's at, and I can probably walk to there from my house. So, but we all know $10 at Five Guys ain't gonna do nothing. When you walk into Five Guys, you break a 20 and a 5. It's a 20 plus another bill. Right. So that $10 ain't doing nothing but helping you out. So if you already ain't going to Five Guys at least once a month, That's what Key's getting at. It's like that you ain't supposed to just spend $10 with Uber or with this Grubhub and then go pick it up. That's not the reason it's there. It's there because you already use it, and it's there to like help you out with what you already use. But if you're going out of your way to like, okay, I'm gonna get the small side of rice, maybe 2 sides, just so I can hit 10, and then I still gotta go pick it up. Right. Once again, it'd be cheaper if you just didn't use it at all.
And it's higher on the app too. Oh,
right. Yeah. Especially if you're like, I've heard people say they only pick restaurants in walking distance, and I'm like, do you like those restaurants? Like, well, no. I'm like, then you're wasting your time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that ain't me, man.
Let me ask y'all this. We have a lot of cards between us all. I mean, we're probably pushing at least 100 cards on the call right now. So what other credits do y'all find that you kind of go out of the way to use? Is anything come to mind for y'all?
I have the Amex Gold Business, and you get $20 at like either Office Depot or Staples. I go out of the way and I use that every month. Now, I'm gonna be honest, like I don't spend more than that $20, so, and it's not too many office supplies that I need, but at Staples and Office Depot, they have more than like folders and paper and stuff. But I make sure I get the most out of that $20 that they have for the business card.
You know what? I have the business gold too, and I'm a coffee drinker, and I also drink coffee at home. Whatever the dark roast they have for $20, that's what I'm using that on at Staples. Office Depot, man, their shipping's too high.
Yep.
But Staples was shipping for free. I spend it $20 even. That credit is done, or $19.99, man.
Exactly.
I don't really have a lot of credit. Any credit that I feel like is a hassle, I'm not gonna use it. I've never used. It's not even a credit. On American Express Gold Card when I had it, or even on the Platinum, the hotel collection, I've never used it. Like anything that I think is a hassle, I'm just not gonna deal with it. You know what I mean? Like I say, the way I look at the cards, I don't look at the credits as something that makes me want to have to justify the card. I look at the spending I can put on those cards, and if I can't use that card for my personal spending the way I want to spend it, then I'm not going to get that card. So I don't know. I might look at things a little bit different than a lot of people do.
I actually resonate very well with that. So in most cases, almost all the credits that I get on all my cards, Key, I use organically in my lifestyle. So it's not me going out of the way. Like I say, the DoorDash and the Uber and the Grubhub and all that other stuff. It's all built into my lifestyle one way or another. But going back to what Sledge said, if there are any, they would come from the Platinum card, where I actually do. I'm not going to say I have to go out of the way to use them because, actually I learned from both of y'all the travel bank hack. I can just put that in my United Travel Bank. That's going to get spent. So that's not going out of the way. Technically, I'm just putting it in cold storage for later until I, bank up enough or until I want to use it. I will say the hotel credit, because I have said this a million times, that I do not like paying for my vacations because I already get so many points that I don't have to pay out of pocket once again. So that whole $200 hotel credit is something that I'll be on the website like, oh, come on, man. Like, I don't want to pay for this, even just to get my $200 back. Like, I'm over there calculating out the math and making sure that it works. Now, if it's a work trip, then I'm going to get fully reimbursed, then absolutely, because that's just putting that money right back in my pocket. There's no denying that. But I would say that particular one is the only one. Like, even when Platinum, and I just got my Platinum a couple of months ago, so I just got it in 2024. But when I did get it, they still had Sirius XM on there, which I used in my car. But then they dropped it, I think, like in May or June of this year, like not too long ago. But like most of my subscription services I get through Verizon and through my plan, because I've had it so long. Like, a lot of them are already free. Like, I get Hulu for free included into my cell phone plan, but it comes with ads. So I just switched that over, used one of my other Gmail accounts, signed up Hulu, no ads, just so I could get the credit. But it still fits into my lifestyle because I didn't want the ads, if that makes sense. So They all fit kind of organically, except for that hotel credit where I actually have to like do some finagling to make sure I get the value of it to find a way to put it back into my pocket.
Okay. Got you.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something funny about the hotel, the FHR credit. Be totally honest with you, like I just don't mind paying for the hotel. Like I don't mind paying for the hotel, and I want to get the best experience that I can out of it. So the $200 is just like a discount on a hotel that I wanted to go to. Now, if I had to pay $500 a night, would I what that hotel? Probably not, you know. But $300, I might make that happen, you know. So.
No, I agree, but my scenario, the way that I book my hotels is I got miles and points to burn, or else, you know, they're going to
Right.
sit there too long. They might get devalued, or something could change.
Right.
So it's
I
like
feel you.
when you are, I know like the term is like points rich, points poor, but when you got too many, it's just like, oh, I'm only getting 1.8 cents per point. Man, I don't care. I got so many. And I got another trip coming up. I'm going to get them back. It's like, there's no point to actually use those miles. Or, I mean, to use those dollars. I can use those miles and points instead.
Hey, I'm saying, wait. What do you think, Chad?
Man, I just got something to add for it because honestly, I was just talking to my wife about this. We're here poolside at the Conrad Fort Lauderdale Beach. We've been upgraded so many times that honestly, this normally wouldn't have been organic for me. So, and I mean, and not to sound like a contrarian, but sometimes some of those credits, I'll try them out to see if they expose me to something else that I may or may not have even thought to experience. So now we got this whole, I don't know if you're gonna see all of this behind me, but with the free night award, that Aspire card got me a $950 a night room. I paid more money out of pocket. I wasn't even staying at Hilton's like that before this. So, I mean, I guess that's all I can really say about it. I mean, going forward, also, though, you definitely don't want to get stupid. You know what I mean? Don't eat at Five Guys every day just because you get $10 whatchamacallit. Because I think like one of their fries is like $23 or something crazy like that. So I mean, you know, but I mean, that's just how.
But it's a lot of fries, though.
But you get extra in the bag. What you mean?
Yeah, you do get a lot of fries for that $23.
Yeah,
At least 6.5 potatoes.
That, and I also want to apologize to the panel and the viewing audience. I'm sorry I was late. Just on a little hiatus with the wife and kids, but I just wanted to make sure I met my obligation. And, came out. I couldn't miss being around this power pack panel. You know what I'm saying?
We
What's up,
appreciate it, bro.
Key,
Appreciate it,
Nell, Lonnie, of course, salute Sledge. I just keep muting my mic so that the background noise doesn't interrupt.
For sure, man. We appreciate you for dropping in. I told him at the beginning, I wasn't sure if you was coming in or not because I knew you was doing your thing with your family and everything. But, man, we definitely appreciate it.
Definitely.
Party wouldn't be a party without you.
And I got my Do Your Research t-shirt. The separation is in the preparation. Y'all
For sure.
get some of that SledgeIncTeam merch. Get it ready for NO. It ain't even gonna be a game.
Hey, just so they know, got to do your research caps just in case. You're gonna pick one of the joints up, but we appreciate you, man. Go ahead and get back to the family. Salute, man.
Appreciate
Love you, big bro.
Sled.
Salute.
Appreciate
I'll be in the lab. I'm gonna be in the lab next time. That way I'll be settled. But yeah, my son and my daughter are looking to go back in the pool, so I'm gonna take them in.
Do your thing.
All right, you guys, take it easy. Much love.
Night, Chad.
Coffee bar. What Jose say? As a coffee drinker, I'll buy a bag of coffee at Dunkin'. Bags are a better deal. Hey, probably right. I'm telling you the honest truth. The Dunkin', I have a Dunkin' probably it's probably a 2-minute drive from me, 2-3 minute drive, and I'm gonna be absolutely honest. Man, this Dunkin' is trash. Like this Dunkin' is so trash, yo. Like if I go to that Dunkin', because I go there and get my kids. My kids, they damn near grown, so I still get them. They still my kids. You know what I mean? I go there and get them donuts, whatever. and they just had a rack out there of whatever they made for the day. You know what I mean? It's like, this is the donuts you're getting today. You know what I mean? And it could be any time. There have been a few times I went there, they had no donuts. This is Dunkin' Donuts. No. I don't even go in there, yo, for real.
Like when that KFC in Georgia ran out of chicken.
Ran out of chicken.
Right?
That is insane. We got to give a big shout out to Big Woozy with the $20 super chat, man. That's big time right there. Salute to you. Hey, while I'm giving shout outs, he is not in the chat, but man, I got to give a big shout out to Calvin over at the 850 Club Credit. 100K subscribers, man.
Nice.
100K. Just that's crazy. Like, I can't even fathom that, man. Nice. I gotta give a big shout out to Big Bro, and then I gotta give a big shout out to Nell in here. Cross that 10K subscriber mark, man.
I appreciate it. Y'all coming up next, man. Y'all next.
That's huge, bro.
Yeah,
like, that is huge, man. Like that. Seeing y'all do that, man, it just inspired me. When I'm like, man, I ain't making no video today. It inspired me to get, you know what I'm saying, and make some content and everything. So, yeah, we appreciate you, Nell, for sure.
I appreciate y'all.
Let's see. Another thing is, man, we got to get Kiki to 1,000. So anybody that's not inside, that's inside of this chat,
make sure y'all follow Key.
Subscribe to Key's channel. Go over there. I don't even care if you leave this. I don't care if you leave this live right now. Just make sure you come back. But go over there and subscribe to Kiki's channel, man. 50 credit cards, timeshare queen. Listen, you got to go over there and get that info. But Key, while we got you in the spotlight, tell us about some of these timeshare hacks that I missed out on Unfiltered.
Yeah, no, I don't think we missed out. We had a great conversation. So this year I'm doing 4 timeshare presentations. I've already done some, but I'm doing Hilton, Marriott, I did from home, Holiday Inn, and also Wyndham. So nice. 4 timeshare presentations this year. And I think it's important. Like, the best hack that I have is when you get those joints in the mail, or they call you on the phone after you recently stayed at one of these properties, don't go with the first offer that they have for you. It's usually, something like $200 for 4 days, 5 nights, or 5 nights, 4 days, or something like that. You can negotiate. Ask for points. Ask for Visa gift cards. I got a free cruise. Ask for, all these different things. So keep asking. They, at the end of the day, they got to sell you something. That's the whole reason they're calling you. So make it worth your while. And yeah, that's the biggest hack.
Yeah, you know what? I was at an ISG property in Orlando because my daughter was flying out of Orlando, so we just stayed there. I didn't want to drive, and they got a little timeshare thing set up in there. So I go over there just to see what they gonna give me, and it wasn't nothing spectacular, but they comped the stay, and they gave us like $150 in food, and credits for food. So
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And that is something too. You were gonna pay for that and they gave it to you? That's crazy. You know what I mean? That's value.
Yeah. So if you got a little bit of time, some of them will try to hold you up for a little bit though. Some of them will try to keep you in there for a little while. They try to put the pressure on you. Like, hey, this thing, they're gonna tell you it's gonna be over an hour and a half. You're gonna be there for 3 hours. But just don't budge on it. Have anybody in the chat ever purchased a timeshare or even thought about purchasing, or anybody on the panel you ever been to a timeshare presentation, Neil?
I was young though. I was like 17. I went to one in Orlando on a trip to Universal Studios. So
yeah. They definitely put some there.
Yeah.
They like, because you got to see the closer, and then you got to see the closer. They got to push that there. What about you, Lonnie?
So I've never purchased one, but I have only been to one timeshare presentation. It's very similar to what you had said. It was out in Vegas. So actually, if you saw Anthony Venture's video from a couple of weeks ago, I think it was the Grand Hilton, the exact same hotel or the timeshare accommodations that he stayed at. And very similar to what you had said, Sledge, they not only flew me out, but they gave me like 3 free nights to go to this timeshare presentation. So I made a vacation out of it. Went to the thing, and as you said, they were supposed to only be like an hour. I was there like 3 hours. Just held off on no, and I mean, I got me a free trip out of it.
Right.
But that was the only time I've ever done it. And to be completely honest, you got more strength than I do, Key, because I wouldn't be able to sit through all that today.
I hear that. I mean, as you're kind of talking, right? I think we're all going to the meetup in New Orleans later this year, right? Am I right on that, or am I tripping? Okay, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, there's definitely going to be timeshare presentations there. So if you're like, you should definitely consider purchasing a timeshare package and using it for some of these very expensive type of weekends. We're going there Labor Day, but I'm thinking, if you're just trying to get away for a little bit with your family or your people, it's usually around $200. Sometimes it's even less than that, but you get in 4 days. So, and make the most of that. If it's, you got school break or, you got a couple days off of work, go ahead, do a little road trip, hit one of these up, or come to the meetup and hang out with us. Definitely can get you a timeshare for $200. Definitely.
Man, you know what? No, I used to do them. The very first one I ever did, it was like Neil. I was like mad young. And I did it because they just randomly called.
Yeah.
And, and we went to it. So I don't even think it was as long as the ones are now, but it was pretty long. And, it was, I don't know, I think it was like free dinner and something else for free. But the ones right now, man, it's way more extravagant, the gifts that you get. And me and my wife would go to Vegas like once a year. And that used to be our thing. One of those days, we go down in the hotel, 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, go to that timeshare, get to see some free shows. You'll get that free $100 buffet that you have at, at some of these casinos and things like that. And it was 2-3 hours of my time, you know what I mean? So I'm not going in. I already know I'm going to say no. I'll tell them I'm going to say no as soon as they come over there. They can, and you know what? If you tell them, if you don't give them any type of hint that you want it, they ain't going to press you as hard. Like they're not going to press you. But if you give them a little bit of light, just a little bit, they going to be on you forever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And now that I travel with credit cards, I throw that right at it. Like I don't need this place. I travel with credit cards for free. Why would I pay this maintenance fee and all these other fees? Those timeshares, they try to make them seem so beautiful, but they can go up on the fees whenever they feel like it. They have those cleaning fees that they can change whenever they feel like it, even though they tell you that the property price might not change, but it's a lot of prices that can change and go up that they don't really tell you about, you know what I'm saying, when you in those presentations. So
yeah.
I don't know one person who's purchased a timeshare that didn't try to get out of it. Like not one single person. Key does the best thing. Go see him, tell him no, get the gift, go on about your life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? All right. What you got? What you got, Lonnie? We need some United news.
Man, United ain't got a lot of new news happening right now. I'll say it like this. So Scott Kirby, who's the CEO of United, I follow him on LinkedIn. He did mention there are some new things coming. Obviously, United doesn't have a lot of the best press right now between them and Boeing, but saying there's some new things coming, some new experience coming, or new, I guess, benefits, perks of being a United loyalist that are coming. So give me a minute, a couple of weeks. Let's see what they pop off with or anything like that. But what I will go back to say is, so if you were interested in United Mileage Plus Explorer card or any of their personal side cards, so there's 4 personal cards and I think 2 or 3 business cards, but on their personal side, the United Mileage Plus Explorer card right now does have a limited offer, and it's a unique offer. So normally, if you were to fly on United flight, by the time right before that flight lands, the flight attendants come by like, "Hey, you want to sign up for the card?" And you normally get a bonus on top of the welcome bonus or sign up bonus when you apply in flight using their special codes. They actually have something like that right now that's actually given up 90,000 miles at the moment, which is ridiculous. It's never been that high. It's never been that. I think the highest I've ever seen it was like 75. And then if you, at time of application, if you add an authorized user, they give you another 5,000 mile bonus just for adding an authorized user. So you can get 95 up to 100,000 miles for $0 annual fee your first 12 months. So I ain't going to say rush to my channel and check out my referral links, but if you're interested right now is a good time, see if you can get it. And if not, because it's a referral link and not like in flight or something like that, you might want to change your flight. Just take a one way somewhere and see if you can get it. It's a really good time. Like I said, that's a lot of miles. I know that 90,000 miles can get a family of 3 to where they need to go and back home again. That's a lot for a $0 annual fee for your first 12 months.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna hate on United because they the only card that denied me.
Quit ripping that Band-Aid off,
The
Sledge.
last 2 years. I promise, Lonnie, I'm not gonna hate on them because I know you love them so much. But I did get denied for the United card. I'm gonna put that out there because you know me, total transparency, man. It is what it is. I applied for it and I didn't get it. You know, Chase was like, "Nah, you over 524, bro. You're not getting this card." You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So you know what? The thing about it is, after I thought about it, I wanted it because they had a great sign-up bonus at that time. You know what I mean? And it was a $95 annual fee card. It wasn't like I was breaking the bank getting the card. But the thing was, realistically, United is the most of the big 3 is the most expensive out of my airport, right? And Delta and American, both of those guys have lounges in my airport, and Americans of the big 3 is probably the cheapest out of there. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to get a card that no one ever talks about, and it's the AA Executive card. It's a high annual fee card. Yeah, pretty high annual fee card, but I don't have access to the American Airlines lounge unless I'm flying international, you know what I mean, first class or business class international. I don't have access. So the only time I've ever been in the Admirals Club, if I flew international or I paid to get into the lounge. So if I get this card, I get that. Not only that, you can bring 2 guests in with you. You know, so you can bring 2 guests in with you. It similar to how the Platinum card used to be, it's 3 authorized users for $175, so I can put my kids and my wife on there, and they can each bring 2 people, right, to the lounge off of the authorized user card, and of course, global entry, and you know, and all of the, you know, everything else you get with every other travel card. And then, like, everybody always want to cry about American Express and all those credits, but they got a $120 Grubhub credit, and I think $120 Uber credit or something like that too. But I think that card will more fit me, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't get the United card, honestly. But, let's go to Neil. What card are you looking at, Neil? I know it's something in there.
Man, I'm chilling on cars for right now. I think I'm gonna close out the year with that Aspire. You know, I heard you and Cesar always talking about the Aspire. So I'm probably going to close out the year with the Aspire. But for right now, I'm chilling on getting new cards. But like I said, end of the year, that is more than likely going to be what I do. I could upgrade from my Delta Platinum to the Delta Reserve, but I don't know. They switched my offer, so that turned me off from it a little bit.
Yeah, you got to wait on those Delta offers, man, because they'll go from a good offer to a trash offer. Like $15K or something like that, like super trash.
Yep.
What about you, Key?
Yeah, good question. I mean, hearing the United card, my ears perked up. That's crazy for no annual fee for the first year. So I'm really between the JetBlue Business card. I've had it before, and I'm just curious if I can get it again with Barclays. Or, I mean, I don't know. That was kind of coming to mind. I also want the IHG business card though, so that's also on my mind right now.
IG Business. Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite cards. It's an easy card. The multipliers aren't terrible. You know what I mean, for a $95 hotel card. So
Yeah, and I have the old $49 IHG personal card, so I know it'll just make a good tag team combination to have in my wallet. So
you're the only person in the world with that card. Nobody else. I've
nobody's
never
taking
heard
it.
anybody
I'm
else use
holding
that
that bad boy. I'm holding it.
card. What about you, Lonnie? What you picking up next or thinking about?
I just finished picking up the IHG
Personal, right?
Premier card. Yeah, on the personal side. Yeah, so I just got that one. And I won't even say I was looking for it. It was something I was researching and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, around 4th of July weekend, I had a large purchase come up that I'm like, yo, I'm about to hit this sign up bonus. And like one swipe, I need to sign up for something. Don't let those points go to waste. And as many know, I love IHG. I stay at Intercontinentals probably more than any other hotel chain. So I went and grabbed that one. So I got it. But outside of that, I'm not really thinking of anything next. I'm going to be like Dale, and I think I'm chilling at least for the rest of this year. If anything, I was like enticed by the Chase Inc. 100K offer on that business side. But I'd be going out of my way. That I'm outside of lifestyle for that 8K spin, and I'm like, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It'll come back around again. It's always what 90, I think 90K is the normal offer. So what's 10K points when you're a point stacker, right? I'll get that back. So I think I'm chilling until I know I'm going to have, outside of holiday, some true big spending come up, which is normally at the top the first half of the year for me anyway.
But you know,
I'm looking.
You just said the Intercontinental going to one for the first time ever tomorrow at in Times Square, folks. So.
Oh, that's a good one. I know that one. I've been in that one a lot. It's kind of old though, so it's not like super luxurious, but you'll get the service. You'll get the customer service for sure. Carpet might be a little old.
I've never been in any Intercontinental, so my wife is downstairs. She don't hear me. She don't know we're going yet. You know what I mean?
Okay,
so
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
I got my first Intercontinental stay coming up. It's July, so next month. Since having the card, and I want to see the difference of being a card holder with all the card holder perks, instant platinum, all the benefits you get from it. I'm going to pull a key. I'm going to research that, and like, hopefully I can record it while, the difference, the before and the after, to see, is this something I want to keep for long term or not? But of course, with the amount I stay at Intercontinentals, I'm not going to say I would have got like platinum organically. I'm not staying like 40 nights a year at Intercontinental. So it's going to be a different experience, and I want to see what it's going to be like. And of course, it fits into my lifestyle. It also gives me $25 every 6 months in United Travel Bank.
For sure. For sure. You know what? I wanted to highlight this comment because the climate, key of y'all relate to this one. Blue Green is the only one I would get. They're talking about timeshares.
Yeah.
They have upgraded to some nice perks, low cost beachfront properties for only $100 a night for 3 bedrooms connected. But the CC Points mile game is the best. The timeshare program that I was talking about, the call me when I was younger, that's exactly who it was. It was Blue Green, but they only offered your boy a free dinner. You know what I'm saying? I had like a free a steak dinner. Granted, it was like $100-something, but in the 90s, $100-something could feed you well. You know what I mean, at a restaurant. But yeah, it sounds like Blue Green is doing good. You know anything about Blue Green, Keith?
Yeah, absolutely. So Blue Green, this is a program that you can book greater than 1 bedroom type of properties, which are very nice. So couple things to note: transferable currency you can book it with is the Choice program. So think Wells Fargo points, think whom else am I missing? Wells Fargo, Citi, definitely. I think Capital One, but I'm asterisk on that. Look that up for me. But you can book those with points for sure. And just really nice. If you're traveling with a group of people, that's the way to go. It's almost like an Airbnb type of experience, in my opinion. You're getting 2-3 bedrooms, a living room, a kitchen, extra pull-out couch. So that's the only way families should be traveling. If you have points, definitely. And it's one cost. Like there's no additional cost if you get the higher rooms.
Oh, that's what's up. I had to bring Lonnie back up because Lonnie got a dip in a second. We got some things going on, man. We appreciate you having me, but definitely need some parting words from you.
Yeah, I gotta jump. Dad duties are kicking in about 4 minutes. Family first, but man, family first.
For sure.
But other than that, first off, thank the DJ for the entertainment. I appreciate you inviting me back onto your platform to even share my information, knowledge, experiences, and all that other fun stuff. Thank you to the community for being so engaging and dropping in all the questions. Thank you to Nell, Chad, Kiki. You know what, Key? I'm sorry. Thank you to Kiki, Nell, and Chad for being a part of this and sharing their experiences with me as well. And, never forget that it costs nothing to be nice. Just keep being you and let's spread some good around this world, please.
Definitely.
Sure. Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right.
Fatherly duties
Bye,
come
Lonnie.
first.
All right, Lonnie.
Okay.
I
see you got another chat on the screen here. Loving the content. Thank you, Michael Wong. Appreciate you. Do the virtual timeshares. Oh my goodness. So many opportunities. So to my knowledge, the only ones that you can do from your house today in 2024 are the Marriott program and the Hyatt program, depending on what state you live in. So definitely make sure you do that. If you don't want to be face-to-face with somebody and it makes you feel comfortable chilling on your couch or wherever you're at, highly recommend. I know I got 50,000 Marriott points for doing the timeshare presentation from my house. So highly recommend that.
How do you get these virtual timeshare presentations? I've never seen one.
I know after COVID, all the things changed. So yeah, I heard about it, I think via Reddit back in the day. And then I know Michael and I have talked about it a little bit as well. So, get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot. Don't even travel nowhere. Just sit in your living room.
Hey, Damian over at Traveling on Everyday Spin with the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Say he had a timeshare in Vegas. But like I said, I don't know anybody who's ever kept timeshare. Say he kept it for 4 years and got rid of it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know one person who's ever kept a timeshare.
Yeah.
Here you go, Neil. Caesar egging you on. You got to get that Aspire, brother.
Caesar, what up, man?
Hey, look, I got to talk about because I was so excited about this thing that I found with the Delta cards. Like I was so excited. Like it wasn't even a video that I was gonna make until I actually thought about it, right? And American Express, if y'all watching this, I'm sorry for putting out this loophole that y'all got, but I gotta share it with the community. And for anybody who haven't watched that video, it's my last video. So if you want to see a step-by-step guide, because I'm just gonna say the short version of it here. Basically, what you do is if you have the Delta Blue or the Delta Gold, preferably the Delta Gold, because the Delta Gold has more perks than the Delta Blue. And the Delta Blue, honestly, is probably one of the worst American Express cards, as far as points and everything. But it's a placeholder if you want to downgrade from another Delta card, without losing that time or losing that card. So you have the Delta Blue or the Delta Gold, and you have that card for 10 months. And it's important that it's 10 months. They're going to always give you an upgrade offer. And that's what Neil was saying before they changed his upgrade offer. Like they're always going to give you an upgrade offer to the Delta Platinum or the Delta Reserve. At that 10th month, take the upgrade. Take the upgrade in the 10th month, right? You're going to have a prorated annual fee. And I can tell you exactly what it is. If you go from the Delta Blue to the Delta Platinum, in the 10th month, that prorated annual fee is going to be $38.14.
Nice.
Go to If you go to the reserve, it's going to be more. It's probably going to be $100, something like that. But you're going to take that upgrade. Now, keep in mind, the reserve's annual fee is $650. The platinum's annual fee is $350. So you're going to take that upgrade. You're going to pay the prorated annual fee. Maybe after you pay that, I'll say 2 or 3 weeks later, or well, let me take that back. 2 months later, once the anniversary of the original card being the Delta Blue or the Delta Gold, whichever one you had. Once the anniversary of that card hits, even though you upgraded to the platinum or the reserve, you're going to get the companion certificate of whichever one of those cards that you upgraded to, because the system thinks that you had that card for a year. You're going to get that companion certificate. 2 weeks or so after that, the actual annual fee is going to hit. If it's the Delta Platinum, it's $350. If it's the Delta Reserve, it's $650. You have the option at that point to downgrade back to the Delta Gold or the no annual fee Delta Blue, but you already have the companion certificate in your Delta app. So you have the companion certificate, you downgrade back, and you got it for no annual fee other than the $38 you pay, or if it's the reserve, maybe it's $100-something. And if you get the reserve, you got a first class companion certificate. And that loophole is something, and it's not against American. It doesn't violate any American Express rules because they offer the upgrade, and when the annual fee hits, you have 30 days to downgrade, cancel, or keep that card. So it's just a loophole that happens, and I recommend anybody who has those cards take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Like, take advantage of that loophole. That's a mistake. The banks get over on us all the time. You know what I mean? The banks get over on us all the time. And when I find a loophole, I'm gonna share with the community, and y'all do with it what y'all want to do with it. But yeah, you think about a first class ticket going to New Orleans. If I'm flying in economy, if I was to upgrade to first class, for me and my wife, it would have been $1,400. You know what I mean? Now imagine if I had that certificate, because I'm flying United. If I had that certificate, one of us would be flying for free, and I can pay for points for the other one. You know, but I have the certificate through Delta, and anybody that's listening, you have those cards, man. I recommend you just take advantage of it now while that loophole is still open. Who else we got in here? Man, y'all can start dropping some questions in here. Kiki didn't bounce out on us. Oh, she back.
She back.
Yeah, the IHG personal, man. The IHG cars are good cars, man. People, I think IHG first of all, slept on property, and I think it's just slept on hotel cars. I think they're slept on hotel cars. Let me see what we got in the chat in here. Matt Clausen's in the building. I think I tapped out for the remainder of no more. You know what? Honestly, other than that AA card, man, I think I'm tapped out for the remainder of the year too. I don't have any cars really playing, man. My whole plan just didn't go the way I said it. You know, I wanted to do everything around my hotel cars. For the most part, I do that. But yeah, I applied for that United card. I got denied, and that just threw me all off from there, man. That's how I ended up getting the IHG card. I had to be redeemed. I had to get something.
All right.
Let's see what we got in here. What we got? What do you think about the ink cards, Neil?
With Chase,
cards, man.
With Chase, I got two of them. I got the cash and the other one.
Now, do you really?
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool as far as the intro bonus. Outside of that, I mean, I just use them for my business credit and stuff like that and business purchases. But the intro bonus is cool Chase has never been a fan of me. Not like how American Express is. I get way better credit limits with American Express than I do with Chase. But the intro bonus is pretty cool, and plus there's no annual fee on them. So I made it a priority to get both of them. So I don't have really any complaints about them.
Bro, I said the same exact thing just the other day. Like, the Ink Cash is okay, you know what I mean? But past the intro bonus and the Ink Preferred giving you access to Chase transfer partners, which is another problem I have with Chase, that you have to have specific cards in order to get access to, the transfer partners. Past that, I just don't see what the big deal is about them. You know what I mean? Other than the intro bonus.
Yep.
What's your word on that, Keith?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, a lot of these cards are the same thing, right? We are in the minority in the sense that we are getting these cards, and most people, from what I read, don't even obtain the sign-up bonus because they either forgot, they misinterpret the rules. So, we're in the minority of people that are actually taking advantage and maximizing some of this stuff. So,
absolutely.
I mean, Chase is definitely a great one to they have a lot of different cards, a lot of different brands that most people can find themselves using. IHG, Marriott, United, Aeroplan, now we're starting to get a little bit more advanced, for folks. But I think, good program, good marketing, apparently. Everyone's trying to copy their marketing strategy, right? So,
all right.
Yeah, marketing, but you know what? I've always been one of those kind of people that never thought that marketing meant that it was the best product. There's a lot of people that have great marketing and they do sales out of the roof because of their marketing. And Chase is definitely one of those guys.
Yes.
I was talking to Joe and he was saying how Chase should be threatened by Citi and Wells Fargo, and I'm like, those guys don't advertise. like they don't advertise the way Chase does. Chase puts their advertising down your throat. You see a gang of Sapphire preferred videos. You even see Eating Cash. If you online, you see ads in there. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see Wells Fargo and Citi pushing it. And as much as people, you look at the comments of videos. If you look at other credit card YouTubers, there's not going to be one that you see not somebody talking about a 524.
I hate that, honestly.
You're not going to see that. They're going to talk about 520. Chase has nothing to worry about when it comes to these other, at least not right now. Not right now. They have, as Chad would say, the fake scarcity. You know what I mean? Like, they have fake scarcity, and it's like so many people plan everything they do in this credit card space around being below 524. You know what I mean? So it prevents you from getting some of these cards. It prevents you from getting signed up bonuses. It prevents you from doing so many things because you're so scared to have that 6th card, from another issuer. I just don't think Chase has anything to worry about right now.
Right.
What DJ Bruce Wayne say? Okay, this must be for the gold card. $100K offer with 20% return on restaurant spend on the gold is okay, but $325. But you know what? Like I say, if you sweating the $325, then the card ain't for you. But $100K offer for the gold card and 20K return percent on restaurants, that's pretty good in my opinion for a credit card.
Yeah.
Like that, in my opinion, that's pretty good. Michael Wong says the highest 15K points timeshare, easy money. Yeah, you know what? 15K points in the Hyatt means a lot. You know what I mean? Like, if that was 15K Marriott or Hilton, you'd be like, yeah. you not getting Hilton Garden Inn, you're not getting the DoubleTree, you're not getting nothing with 15K on Hilton. But at the same time, Hilton points are easy to earn. So
Exactly.
All-Star Group, appreciate you, David.
Shout out to
We
David.
appreciate you. Oh yeah, anybody. I forgot to shout out. I mean, I shouted out Damian, but if y'all don't know, traveling on Everyday Spin, man, go check that channel out. Subscribe to that channel. It's a lot of good information over there too. Any and every other creator that come in here. We got Caesar Joel in here. We got John in here. We got Matt in here. Of course, the people that's on the screen with me right here. Even if you're not subscribed to my channel, man, just subscribe to Water Your Soil channel and Kiki Adventures.
Definitely.
Call Me Nani had to dip early. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. And of course, the big dog, Chad Money Minutes.
Okay.
I think Matt said he was working on two. Matt was working on two sign-up bonuses at the same time. Man, that remind me of the old days. Man, I was working on 2 and 3 at the same time. Man. As long as you got it planned out, that's all that matters.
Yeah,
that's all that matters. Yes, it also works with the business goal. You have the business goal, and you wait till that 10th month, you upgrade to the business platinum or the business reserve, and it works the same exact way. You'll get that companion certificate. The reason that you want to upgrade in the 10th month, and this is important, is because when you get to the 1-year anniversary, that's when you go get the companion certificate. Maybe 2 weeks later, the annual fee's gonna hit. So you're already gonna have the companion certificate. And even after the annual fee hit, like I say, you still got 30 days to decide what you're gonna do with the card. That is a flaw with Amex, and it's not against any rules. So like I say, if anybody, I'll definitely take advantage of that. John said he got a new card. John said he got a new card.
All right, John.
Okay, John.
Hey, John.
We're gonna be waiting. The card better not be trash, man. I'm gonna make fun of you. That card better not be trash, John. Amex Sky Miles certificates are transferable to. Oh yeah, for sure. Yes, you can You can transfer. You can transfer Delta Sky Miles. You can transfer the certificate. That's one thing about Delta program. You can transfer them to other people. Yeah, and that's one thing that I do not like about the Priority Pass membership, because you think about, there are so many cars that offer you Priority Pass, right? I don't know how many cars I have that have Priority Pass.
Yep.
But you can't give them to anybody. you just have them, you know what I mean? Unless you have an authorized user on there. But that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, that just don't make sense to me. If you already have Priority Pass, you get a card that gives Priority Pass. So it's just worthless. You know what I mean? That Priority Pass benefit is just worthless because you can't do anything with it because you already have it. Let me see. M2K said, I'm looking to get a Hyatt personal card to spend to get 40 nights by the end. Man, okay. You're trying to get 40 nights?
Nice.
Wow. Halfway through the year, that's a lot of nights in a hotel.
That is a lot of nights.
That's a lot of nights. That's what I love about this, right? We meet so many, and get to talk to so many different types of people.
Yep.
That's just amazing. 40 nights. Dang.
40 nights. Man, I hit because honestly, I just can't be loyal to a business. You know what I mean? Like, I might prefer certain businesses, but I never put all my eggs in one basket. I think I had like 38 nights at Hilton last year, and I'll say for I don't know how long I tried to spend my way to the Hilton Diamond status before I knew about the Aspire card. Like, so many years I tried to do it. Like, I just couldn't do it because I still stay at Marriott, I still stay at other hotel brands, and I just never did it. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And I didn't know I can just pick up this credit card and just have Hilton Diamond status. And And I think I hear a lot of people, this one thing, misconception people say when they talk about the status, it's like everybody has status now because of credit cards. I'm going to tell you that's absolutely false. If you stand behind somebody in a hotel lobby and they're checking in, I would say it's probably a 70% chance they don't have status. If they ask them, the person in front of you, are you a Hilton Honors member? Are you a Marriott member? That person probably says no.
Mhm.
And then that person, when they try to get them to sign up, they probably don't want to do it. And guess what that means for you? A better chance for an upgrade. Because one less person that's inside of that membership. So I don't care if you never go to the hotel. Sign up for their membership, just in case you do go there. I believe this too. Matt is the marketing department for Wells Fargo. I agree with that 100%. No, Matt, not possibly. You it's not possibly, dog. You are. Say Damian passed 400 subs. Shout out to Big Damian, man. Like I say, traveling on everyday spin. Go check that channel out.
Excellent.
Yeah, do that on the 10th month. The 10th month. So when that 10th month hit, like I say, they're going to offer you the upgrade. Like they're going to offer you the upgrade. Delta, the only thing about Delta is like when you get close to the end, they probably will offer you a decent upgrade. But Delta's upgrades are so shady. You know what I mean? They offer you a 70K Sky Miles upgrade. And if you don't get it, you turn around, I think it'd be 10,000 Sky Miles, 15,000 Sky Miles. So yeah, they think it's kind of shady. Filmo's in the building. Just came back from Amsterdam. Salute to Filmo.
Nice. Salute.
Filmo,
Yeah,
did
for
you get some
sure.
stroop waffles while you were there? Definitely let us know. Definitely let us know.
Y'all got any plans? Any travel lined up?
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a couple things. I'm going back to Las Vegas later this year. I've already went a couple times this year. Really loving it there. And then New Orleans to meet all y'all face to face. I'm excited for that. And then I'll definitely have some other things. Major League Baseball stadiums. I'm trying to finish those up this year. So
Nice. Yeah,
What about you, Neil?
I'll probably take a trip up to New York City again. Then do New Orleans, and then I got a Bills game in Houston, so I'm gonna be checking out Houston. But I'm gonna try to squeeze in a couple of more trips other than those trips before the year is up. But those are, like I already got flights booked for those. So
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I'm a last minute traveler, man. I think of something to do tomorrow, you know what I mean, and then I'm doing it tomorrow, or like 2 days from now. So like I'm one of them last minute travelers. One of my buddies is his 50th birthday, so he don't know, but I'll probably drop in on him for 1 day. I'll like fly in Cleveland 1 day, fly out same day, either the same day or the next morning. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
I like
He's been
those.
sending me the little RSVP thing, and I've been dubbing it. You know what I mean? Like if I've been ignoring it, so he don't know I'm gonna fly in. But it's one of my dogs. Like we've been knowing each other since we was kids. You know what I mean? So.
that's so amazing. I love that. You doing that on points or just because?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on points.
Wow.
Get a little cheap flight to Cleveland if I can.
Great.
That,
you can't even
now if it's cheap
calculate
enough. If I can get a super cheap flight, I just pay for it. You know what I mean? But if not, I just get some points flying. Like I say, just surprise them. When I go home, I try not to tell anybody because I can't see everybody. You know what I mean? So I try not to tell anybody. And who I see. And if I don't see, I'm already back in Florida. So yeah, you just got to catch me next time. All right. Question for the panel.
Yeah.
About priority pass on airline cards. I can't even think of any off the top of my head.
Delta Reserve.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think the Reserve. Yeah, I think Reserve got it.
Yeah, I'm imagining it's probably the highest annual fee cards. I'm just guessing. So the
Right
ones
at
that
the top.
come to mind are like that, the American Express super long name that ends in executive. I imagine that one probably does. Oh, definitely the United card. The I think it's $600 now. That
Yeah,
one
the
definitely has a
$600, right?
priority
And I'm
pass.
sure the AA executive does too.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you got to get the top of the line
Yeah.
cars in order to get it. The one card that me and Key both have, easy way in the party pass, pin fed Pathfinder card, no annual fee,
No annual
no
fee.
annual fee as long as you have a checking account, man.
Nice.
Party pass, $100 airline credit, global entry, no annual fee. That's the most important thing. Put $5 in a checking account. I think yeah, if you haven't been in the military, you need like what, $15 or something like that to get in. Yeah, like $15 to get the membership. But past that, I mean, you're talking about $100 travel credit, priority pass, and global entry on a card that has no annual fee. So,
Hmm. That's no joke. That's no joke. I'm flipping through my portfolio of cards here. I feel like there's other airline cards. I know it's more common on the other cards.
yes,
I was just curious. Okay, I'll have to look into
and
that.
probably some of the cards I don't have.
I don't have that many airline cards. I think that's my issue. I think I only have Delta right now.
Let's see. And 2K say, I will stay 33 nights all before on points by the end of the year. Wow, needed time to get a guess. Man, golly. Yeah, that's a lot of nights by the end of the year.
That is a lot
That's
of
Kiki adventure status.
yeah. No, that's a lot of nights. Shoot, my company's paying at least for half of those if I'm staying that many nights.
For sure.
I'm curious though. Do either of you know? Can't you purchase? I know you're not supposed to, but can't you purchase guest of honor from like Reddit or eBay, or did they
I'm not
do it?
sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Probably.
Okay. I feel like you can, so maybe look into it. I don't know the details. Up to you if you want to do that or not. But I'd consider it overpaying for 40 nights if you truly don't need to stay at those 40 nights. So that's my opinion on that.
Chad, 54 nights. Man, I believe that. Chad
Yeah,
is
Chad be going.
golly. Filmo say Key. Y'all know I got my carry-on pack. Oh, with the wobble. Come on, man.
Cleveland.
Cleveland in the house for sure.
Uh-oh.
For
Don't be
sure.
telling your secret. You coming to town.
Right. They gonna be looking for him.
They don't know when though. It's only for one day. Like
Right.
literally, I'm gonna come in that morning. It's the funny thing is I looked it up. It's like they're having like some little tennis event. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna go to the little tennis event. Then and I'm not gonna tell nobody I'm there yet. I never drive, so I either catch an Uber and I catch an Uber from the airport, and then I just hit somebody up like, come and get me. Have one of my friends come and get me, and it'd be from there. The last time I came from there, I woke up. I'm gonna tell you why I value the Clear program so much. I woke up at 30 minutes to get to the airport, like literally 30 minutes. I called my Uber. I'm like literally sweating, what I mean? But I'm not far from the airport. I get to the airport, already checked. I checked in my bags on the way there. Got there, dropped the bags off, went in. I was at the gate because I went through Clear, who put me at the front of the TSA pre-check line. I was at the gate before they started boarding, and I left the hotel with 30 minutes to get to the airport. And that thing, or if not, I'd have missed that plane. And you're talking to somebody who has missed 3 planes. So,
Wow.
yeah, I know, man. No, you don't want to travel with me. I'm one of them last minute people. But we about to wrap this up, y'all. I want to thank everybody that came out before. But before I do that, Key, you got anything to say before we go?
Listen, I love these little community sessions. I love being on the live. Thank you to everybody that showed up. Thank you for the invitation, Sledge. You're the man. Salute.
Sure. Neil?
Yeah, I appreciate you extending this invitation to us, man. This is pretty good to just come on here and talk about cards and things like that. Shout out to Key, shout out to Chad, shout out to Lonnie. I appreciate this opportunity. Shout out to everybody in the chat too.
For sure. Man, I guess I gotta make myself in a big spot. First thing I want to do, I want to thank I gotta thank Chaz Money Minutes. I gotta thank Call Me Lonnie. I gotta thank Neil from the Warrior Soil channel. I gotta thank Key from Kiki Adventures. Please go subscribe to their channels. And last but not least, I want to thank every single person that came and watched this live, whether you were here for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or the entire time. You didn't have to take your time out to do it, but you did, man.